next comedian then, please give up for Ray.
I don't really know quite how to follow that. Well, this is exciting. This is my first gig of 2013, so and what better way to do it in a room like this, where we have light shades that are made out of giant whisks. Oh, there's spider webs in that one. Yeah, almost feel I should put my finger in. I'm doing an I'm a Celebrity trial here. I think there's a spider in it. So, how are we all doing? Just put me on excitement. Well, I'll start off with a nice easy joke, right? I am a gay man and I work in a fudge shop. Now you can take that home after tonight and you can have hours and hours of fun making up your own jokes on that one, because I quite frankly am fucking sick of hearing them. So what better way? I'll tell you about an interesting day I had just a couple of days ago. I got up and went into the shower, and has anyone here ever had one of those showers where you sort of come out and you still feel quite dirty? No? Just me then. Yeah, because I got in the shower, I spent a good 15 minutes in there, got out and I thought, I still feel quite dirty. I'm thinking that maybe I probably should have turned the water on. So after that I went and switched the telly on, and I had the music channel on from the night before, and have you ever watched the music channels first thing in the morning? They've got all the songs, but they're being signed for the deaf, and yeah. It's fine for listening people, you can see them doing that, but I'm just thinking, how's a deaf person, because they're giving it, how's a deaf person going to know whether they're signing or dancing? Confusing. So I thought, right, I'm not watching that, so I switched over BBC One, and there was some Gaelic Kids TV on, and I know I shouldn't be, I'm 30 years old, I shouldn't be watching kids TV, but I have been learning a bit of Gaelic, so I thought I'll watch a bit and see if I can pick up anything. And now there is an old joke that goes about Gaelic, you know, that's just the odd English word thrown in with a lot of jizz shit. And from learning Gaelic I can tell you that there is a lot of truth in that, but they're getting around this by spelling things in a Gaelic way. Like, for example, the word for a teacher is teacher, spelled T-I-D-S-I-R. The word for a driver is driver. Yay, well done. Spelled D-R-A-I-B-H-E acute A-R. And the word for an Englishman is Satanach. Spelled A-R-S-E-H-O-L-E. So watched that and then switched over. The news was on. It was you know, there was all that horrible news. Oh, David Cameron wants out of the EU. I thought, that is going to be terrible if we do, because if that happens we will never win the Eurovision Song Contest again. Please come in. Come on in. Sorry, I'm not a picky on comedian, so you're fine. But I'll just warn you, some of these people maybe. So just start thickening your skin up now. So yeah, and after David Cameron said that, Ed Miliband said no, he doesn't want this kind of in-out thing of Europe. I think what he wants to do is give it a little shake-up and do the hokey-cokey. That's what I thought when I read that, and so I am never using. I don't know why I'm scoring with an invisible pen, but it kind of gets me, yeah. So I got out of the house, walked up the road, and I saw an old friend of mine. Well, I say an old friend, I really mean she was a fucking bitch. Best way to describe her, I think the entire time we were friends, she was just like a human incarnation of Beaker from the Muppets. Because all I got out of her was me, 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 me. Now, there's no material out of her apart from that, but her mother was just comedy gold. There was an incident back when I was a child, because she used to live just a few doors up from me, and her mother, well, to be a bit more politically correct, she was rotund, shall we say. If you're not being politically correct, she was a fat bitch, okay. And so this one summer, she gets her sun lounger out in the garden, and she's wearing what I thought was a very tight bikini. Turns out it was an old tank top. And so she gets the sun lounger out, sits on it, falls flat on her arse. So, okay, I realise that's probably one of those you had to be there funny moments. But 2 days later, my mum goes out to hang out her washing, finds 2 of the springs. Bearing in mind she lives 2 doors up. That is some feat. But also, I also found out later that day that another one of the springs went over over another neighbour's garden wall, hit a pigeon, and she won a teddy bear. So anyway, walked past that friend, and walking up Gumway to meet my other half, and as I'm walking down the road, there's this woman pushing a pram with her 2 kids, and one of her kids is in the pram, the other kid is sprawled over the pram, like that, like she's been playing GTA and she thinks, let's reenact this in real life. I realise a lot of you have to be familiar with GTA. Grand Theft Auto. There we go. Maybe you shouldn't use acronyms, but then it got out of control when she turned around to me and said, "Oh, you need a pound or I'll stab you." And well, I panicked because all I had was a £20 note. I said, "Look, I'm sorry, all I've got is a £20 note." She said, "Don't you worry, I'll get you change." So I was quite relieved of that. Walked up, we went with my other half, went to a nice buffet restaurant, had a meal. Coffee for me as well, please. So we're having our meal, and every time I go up for another plateful, he says, "Round 1, round 2." Like this is some kind of fighting game. And then that analogy goes too far when the waiter comes in and gives us our bill and says, "Finish him." Oh good, you've all played Mortal Kombat. Fuck. But that's very touchy with that one. But it was a nice way to spend an afternoon with my other half. I should tell you a little bit about us. We actually met through online dating. That's not the joke, that's actually true. But I'd just like to say that we are that nugget of hope in amongst all those crappy user profile names. You know, things like Hot Slut 69, Jessica Big Tits, and I haven't been laid since last April. I don't know why I'm making jokes about them, because they were all mine. But, well, I've tried a few different online dating sites. I tried that uniform dating one. You know, the one that's advertised, "Do you like someone in uniform?" I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So I met this guy. I said, "Oh, bring your uniform round, we'll have a bit of fun." So he came round, and it was a complete, utter disaster. So I said to him, as he left, I said, "Next time, don't bring the lollipop." So decided to leave uniform dating, and I tried another one. I tried Gaydar, and but there's chat rooms on there, and they're nice for picking up nice people, but occasionally you'll get the odd little weirdo that comes on. Usually the one in my case is this 90-year-old pervert says, "I see you look just like my grandson. Only difference, I've no sucked your cock yet." But there was this one particular one who had a particularly odd fetish. I won't tell you what it was, but no. On your horses. I'll tell you his I will tell you his username, and you can work it out for yourself. His username was Professor Pump Sniffer. Yes. As soon as he started saying, "Oh, do you want a bit of fun?" I thought, no. But I'm kind of wishing I'd sort of spoke to him a bit more, just because I wanted to know if for a bit of self-pleasure he uses a whoopee cushion. Okay, that's just how my mind works. So. I think I've mentally disturbed you enough, so I'm going to head off, leave you with a nice little easy joke from Christmas. I can still talk about Christmas because it was over a month away. But one of the presents I got these two spheres that you've seen those spheres that have got like labyrinths in them. You control a ball around them. So I got two of them and I thought, oh wow, these are totally amazeballs. Well, they say I got a high, I'll take that. Thank you very much.